We'll fix it live. All right.
We're doing it
Fucks
live.
it. Just put a censored bar across my eyes and just continue on.
All right.
Let
Are we
people-
back? We're back. Hello,
Oh, we are live.
everyone. We are live. Welcome back to the stream. I'm very bright. Let's just get rid of some light there. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Game Master Chef Presents Descent into Avernus. I'm the Game Master Chef, and with me, as always, are my wonderful players. If you'd like to introduce yourselves.
Oh yeah, I'm Ben, and I'm playing Barnabas Blastwind, the human wizard.
And I'm Ben, and I'm playing Calum Time, a roguish human.
And I'm Pat. I'm playing High Elf Druid. Yeah, Druid.
Hello, I'm Alex. I'm playing the crazy cleric called Enol Edel Sippy Son Lever.
Yes, you are.
Oh yes, and he's also a Phobos. Sorry.
He is a Furbolg. I mean, he's a Furbolg right now. Okay. Yeah, let's do our recap.
Oh yeah, I'd love to. I'm just gonna hear that we can hear ourselves. Yeah, let's
believe
do
we
it.
can.
All right. Okay. Welcome back, Descenders. Previously, our heroes cunningly escaped prison with signing up to the local militia. On meeting their new commander of the Flaming Fist, Captain Zarge, they were deemed almost capable and given the mission to disrupt a cult and its operations. Directions were given and an informant named, the Elfsong Tavern the destination and Tarina the contact. A job within a quest, Tarina with lowlives on her tail, in exchange for information so cultly, and 20% of her winnings in her dice game. Tarina asks that our heroes deal with the ruffians. Combat has erupted in the Elfsong Tavern. Will the cowardly ogre flee? Is the animated armor going to be of any help at all? Will Calum make friends with the local drunks? All this and more to come in tonight's episode of the GM Chef Presents Descent into Avernus.
All right,
Hey.
that's just
Hey.
Good job, man. Seriously.
Thanks, I'm glad I got through it.
It's all right, guys. It's all downhill from here. So if you want to click off, no, please. Don't.
Trying to hit some announcer from Legend of Korra vibes.
Yeah, fucking spot on. So yeah, let's maintain this energy. And last time we rolled initiative, and you know what that means. That means combat is erupting. So we dive
Yes.
into our Roll20 overlay, where I need to bring that
Oh, I
up.
forgot Eno rolled high. Okay.
Eno did roll high, and we got banditos, we got all things.
Bandits, you say?
I said banditos. That's a completely different NPC.
They're much higher stat, much higher CR.
Yeah, 100%. Like, yeah, they're like CR6. Like, you know. So facing off with the suit of armor and the mysterious silent suit of armor named Clank, and a female half ogre pacifist almost schooner. One of the bandits charges forwards. One of the pirates charges forward, drawing his sword and taking a slash. As they do, a very weak blow. Schooner just manages to step in before the blow swings and blocks by grabbing his wrist and just getting up in between his guard. The bandit behind him also stepping forward, trying to take advantage of the situation. This blow comes at... Yes. This blow coming in, taking advantage of the situation. He manages to slice in for 4 points slashing damage.
Skooma.
Yeah, Skooma lets out a bit of a grunt. And Tarvos, that's when you begin to hear the clashing of steel and flesh outside. What would you like to do?
Wow, what do the windows look like again?
Just sort of filthy, thick, leaded sort of square frame windows.
They're full of pain.
But can you see? But can you see out of them? Like, or are they?
Yeah,
Kind of like
yeah.
frozen?
You saw these. You saw these guys coming from the east side of the building there.
Well, there's no time like the present, and
True that.
was it druid and friend of nature I may be, but these guys aren't my friends. So, can I move there and open that door? Wait, would that be
You
an
sure
action?
can.
Oh yeah, it would be an action. Wouldn't
Free action to interact with an object.
it? Okay, sweet.
Is that what you'd like to do?
Yeah, and then I'd like to move into this room.
All right. As soon as you step in there, you are filled with the haze and strong smell of tobacco as you have just stepped into what is probably the smoking lounge. There's no one in here at the moment, but this lingering smell of tobacco and other smokable herbs and substances lingers here. The windows here are a little less visible as they've been covered in soot and grease and such over the time this lounge has been here. But you do see shadowy figures, silhouettes, at the very least, outside, moving around.
So if I'm down, I can see him like somewhat clearly.
Yeah, like you can see that there's something there. You couldn't.
Like that guy.
Yeah, you just know that it's not an ally. You don't know. You couldn't put a detailed description to him, but.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna step here and then and kind of draw up my palm and and you'll see from the star tattooed, you just gotta see a bolt of radiant energy fly out.
Okay, through the window.
Gotta try hit it.
Yes, get him.
Make a
Okay.
ranged attack. Now, what kind of?
Go for it.
Come on, help me think.
That's probably a ranged spell attack, right?
Spell mod with your pro.
Yeah, spell
Yeah.
mod. Yeah, there we go.
Spell mod
So spell mod.
proficiency.
That goes +4. Okay, let's roll this.
Get him.
Do it.
Do it.
Okay, that's 14. So
14. That's gonna hit.
Yes.
Oh, sweet. And so that does. It only does 1d8 damage.
All right.
+2.
This glow just begins emanating from your palm, from one of your star tattoos. As this guy kind of like looks over to the side, there's just this milky, glowing brightness through the window that just flashes really bright. He squints his eyes right as this bolt shoots through the window and just clocks him right in the face.
And
Dealing
that's 8 damage.
8 damage.
Yeah, so 1d8
How?
+2.
Bam, he is sent reeling and just suddenly covered in glass shards all up in his beard and up in his shirt. His face a little scorched. Was that a guiding bolt?
No, that was just my bonus action.
Huh, but that was just my bonus action.
And using
Alright.
my main action, I will cast Guiding Bolt using my star map,
Okay, cool.
which does not use a spell slot. Hey.
Alright, what does that look like?
So,
What does that look like?
okay, so it's the first time using the star map, so I'll pull forth a little piece of kind of engraved hide with like ink carvings and stuff, and it would just flash with constellation as a guiding bolt will appear and shoot forward out of the window. Well, out
All
of
right.
the window.
Sweet. So yeah, you realize he's not quite down yet. So you pull this out, you conjure the energy from this astrological symbol, and fire it through the hole that's already there in the window. A couple more shards of glass kind of fleck off as you fire it through. Let's
Let's see
Do
if
the-
I can hit with it.
let's do the attack thing.
Second one. That's 15.
Bam. Yeah, 15 a hit. Clocks him
Oh.
right side, the other side of his head, for 15 points of radiant damage. He just kind of does one of those dramatic stuntman reels as he doubles over. His sword goes skittering, and he is on the ground, out the
You're
count.
level 2? Jesus.
Dealt
Yeah.
with.
What was the first spell that you did?
So I went to my starry constellation form, and I chose the Archer constellation, And on that one, I can make a bonus action to make a ranged attack, dealing 1d8 plus 2 radiant damage.
Mental.
Cool. So
That's
you can
awesome.
basically.
And-
I want you to call that shooting star from now on. Like
Okay, yeah.
that's
Yeah,
so
shooting
sick.
stars.
That's so rad. All right.
But I can't
Okay.
use the other constellation forms, so,
It would have
yeah.
been his turn, and you just sort of see him kind of and then
Yes.
collapse limply on the ground.
It's like
next,
you saw him moving, like he was getting ready
Yeah.
to make an act. You're like, not so
Yeah,
fast.
he was the next person to step forward.
It's
Instead,
just a glittering mess on the pile.
one of these other guys is going to shift to the other side of his captain, trying to sort of impress his captain today. He comes in and with two hands just kind of brings his longsword down on Clank. However, Clank, I mean, he's basically armor, so with just this resounding twang, clocks this suit of armor on the head, and then the suit of armor just kind of coldly looks up at him with this void within the helmet, and the pirate kind of like questions what he just did, unsure of his effect. The captain almost kind of like elbows this guy aside. He's like, I'm going to show you how to do it. Swings in, but by then Clank's already on the move, anticipating every blow, and as the captain thrusts forward, he ducks to the side, glancing blow that just bounces off the belly. You're up.
Sweet. Quick question. How much room is here? Is it just like a 5-foot space between the two doors? Is that like a post there?
No, so there's like windowed panes around a door frame.
Okay. So, the entrance would be just here then?
Yeah, so there's just like a standard door, but there's like an arch of glass around the door frame.
Sweet. I don't think I can get out there then, with a half-ogre and a suit of armor in front of it. So, what I will do is cast... Yeah, I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on, Clank, and give him
Okay.
a +2.
Wow.
All right.
And,
Sweet.
yeah, just as my,
What does that look like?
Well, you see green flames kind of billow up my hand, curl up into a ball, and you just see it shoot forward. And I just say, was it that our fire clock be with you? And you just see a imaginary form appear underneath the visor with a sickly grin.
Amazing. Okay.
Apart from that, that's my bonus action. My other action is to... I don't think I have anything with range, so I'm literally just going to stand behind him and see if I can pull him, do the help action to help him get a hit. So I'll just stand. Oh, I don't think I can do that with
I don't really think you can where you are. I'd say you'd have to be
Okay.
adjacent to one of the creatures he's attacking. Oh, that's alright. You can ready in action?
Do you have a Sacred Flame?
Yeah, I'll have to Sacred Flame. So
Alright.
yeah,
Great option.
in one hand green fire, in the other hand you're gonna see a little bit of greenish black, like dark blue, and you're just gonna hear grenade as he just lobs it and just goes poof. It's on the
Alright.
dude just to the right of.
You do like a quick little softball pitch, curving it around, kind of lobbing it through the door and trying to hit the captain.
Not the captain, the guy next to him. This guy over here.
Okay. Sure, roll the hit. No, it's a dex save.
Yes.
He fails. Alright, he fails to see this, like you said, it's this kind of like dark greenish blue orb, and he just doesn't quite catch it in time before it lands on him, and he just thinks he's suddenly on fire, but it kind of just like drips off and around him, but still searing in. With radiant damage, roll for that, roll.
Just did. 7 points of radiant.
Bam. 7 points of radiant damage on his butt. Alright. Well, this guy kind of like ducks down from all of these sudden magical flares and explosions through the window. He looks up with just like a little bit of the smoky haze from the smoking room now filtering out from the window, and through that he spots Tarvos. standing there. He pulls out a light crossbow and takes a shot through the window at you, sir. That's a 19 to hit.
Hit.
Okay. Bolt strikes you for 4 points of piercing damage.
That hurts.
Is that a concentration thing for your form? Or...
Nope.
Wow, that's pretty sweet.
Because it works like my wild shape.
Okay,
And uses up wild shapes.
the other pirate who had just batted off all of these radiant flames realizes he's not actually on fire, and he is also going to bring out a longsword and try and have a swing at Clank. It would have hit, but then there's just this sort of burst of this green flame that ripples forth and just kind of blocks this blade, and it bounces off with this flare of green light.
Nice.
Yeah, beautiful. Schooner now pulls out this huge mace. It's just that classic kind of wooden club, that kind of baseball bat shaped club with an iron studded band around the head of it. And just with a huge uppercut tries to clean out the guy right in front. Natural fucking 20, baby.
Yes.
I don't actually have enough dice out because I'm moving this week and I've backed up all my dice except for one set, so we're just going to roll that, and we'll roll it again. 6, 7... It's only 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Only.
I know. 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
My hit points.
Yeah, almost downs this guy completely. Leaves him just absolutely bloodied. His jaw and everything just kind of hanging slack. It's probably not broken, but it's 100% dislocated. And he just kind of spits out a couple of teeth and wipes his chin. Clank, now just completely unarmored. Just both gauntlets coming up into this boxing style and just thrust straight to the guy next to him who had just had the radiant flame. That one's going to miss. He somehow ducks out of the way. But then he kind of pivots, backhands, and goes for the same guy again. That's cocked, but it would have been a natural 20. 14 to hit on him is going to. And he wasn't expecting this nimble second attack. Doing 7 points of damage, just catches him through the side of the head and sends him reeling to the floor. Bam. Barnabas Blastwind, you are up.
Gosh damn. How do you feel about me standing in the same square as that corpse? Am I able to stand there without standing directly on him in a 5-foot square?
I mean, yes. I'd say realistically he's like there.
Nice. Alright, I will start by activating my blade song, just suddenly moving more graceful and looking much lighter than my form gives off. I'll charge forward with a dark blue arcane flame licking the side of my short sword and stab at this guy, which is the captain, I believe.
Sure is.
And that's going to be a 16.
A 16 is going to hit the captain.
Yes. Alright, nice. Let's do 6 points of damage to the captain.
Alright.
And then the flames are just going to run across his body and leap to the person next to him, doing 3 damage to this chap.
Alright, cool. We're going down to the left. Yeah, this sort of wild, untamed flaming magic ripples out, finds another target, and this guy just not even part of combat yet, suddenly slamming into his shoulder, just leaving a scorch through his thin shirt. Yeah, is that you?
That's me. That's a bonus action, an action, and some elaboration.
He just kind of looks down at his shirt, pats it out, and then like squares off with you with like an evil glare.
Get low with the short sword.
Yeah, he comes towards you with a short sword. Does a number hit?
Does a number hit? Does a 13 does not? No, I parried that blade away. Just really
All right.
gracefully, like it's part of a dance.
Beautiful. Mr. Calum, you're up. Sorry that took so long. You are muted, my friend. I'm going to imagine you said
I
something
was just sitting
really
some people at
gangster
the
and
bar,
cool. Yeah, yeah.
As always. Now, do I hear a ruckus outside?
100%.
Yeah.
Would you like a perception?
Enjoy your
No.
drink, Kalen.
If you do, it's a 1 that
Your
you have to
passive
do.
perception's enough.
I mean, there's people literally beating down on a suit of armor. You've heard windows smashing, flares of arcane, cries of pain, and
An 8-foot dude's
Wilhelm-
grenade. in the
Wilhelm
middle.
So
screams.
sitting at the bar with a bunch of patrons, having just been listening to a rather good anecdote by one of them, this ruckus erupts.
hmm
I just say, you don't think that could be some of these Elder L troublemakers right now, could it be?
Yeah, that looks like Elchidarians. Most of them a bit sloshed at this point.
I'd like to just stand up and say, I say we show these Elder L scum what we're made of, Avernians.
What?
Let's chase them out of our city, at least away from our pub, so we can drink in peace, right?
Right, yeah. For the help song. Give me a persuasion.
Yes.
Lose
That one.
weight. Ooh, it's good. 22.
All right. Yeah, a
Deserves
couple of
some
them.
artic-
Couple of them stand up. You see some of them have carry like basic cudgels. A couple of people pull out daggers, and just like with some liquid courage in them, they kind of hesitantly step forward, and they're like kind of looking over their shoulder at you to like they're kind of like looking at you to like lead the charge still, but then they're like ah, and they all just kind of start running forward.
How are they gonna know that we're not the evil guys?
Good turn. Nothing can go wrong.
All right.
I just imagine the zombies from World War Z where they're just falling off the side of the building and
Pretty
running at
much.
people.
All right. Rapid fire bandito round. This guy takes a swing at Schooner and misses. The guy next to him also misses. Tarvas, you're up.
They're not. Okay, so what can I do?
Did we get a captain turn? Oh, we did.
We did.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we did. No, we did. We did.
He swung at
Yeah, you stabbed
the armor.
flank.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm going to use my. I'm going to use a first level spell, cast Ice Shard. Ice Knife, sorry.
Nice.
Yeah.
Great choice.
One of my favorite spells. Probably my
It
favorite
was
spell.
17. I was going for that guy.
Okay. Yeah. You reply in kind with a sharp projectile of your own that fires out from the window.
It's your
leaving
best
an icy
ice
trail.
pun.
All I can think of.
Chill out.
No. I got D. Person
Ice
D,
to see you.
I mean, if it's taken from Batman, anyway.
There's no way this
Um,
is missing.
Yeah, stay still and freeze.
Oh no. I'm getting rid of the spell.
Are you having a nice time?
Yeah, being an ice time, yeah.
All right. Either way, he's not having a nice time as it hits him square in the chesty chest. What's that? Does that do piercing and then cold damage?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
explodes from everything.
Yeah, yes.
I know. So it does
yes,
piercing to the target, and then it does cold damage as a detonation.
Yeah, and that's
Um,
the dex saving throw he's gonna make.
All right. Isn't that only creatures within 5 feet of it, not the target
Yeah.
itself?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Adjacent squares, I'm pretty sure.
The
Um,
target and each creature within 5 feet.
and
must
each
make a
creature.
dex saving throw.
Alright.
Our
He's gonna
half
fail.
ogre friend as well.
No, within 5 feet.
Yeah, within 5.
Oh, you're not hitting this one.
Okay, they both fail. So this guy, before he can even reload his crossbow, looks up, suddenly ice knife to the face, detonating and just kind of freezing down his chin and jaw. The other guy copping some shrapnel to the back of his head.
I'm just gonna fire a fire shooting star out of my hand again at this guy. Through the
Ooh,
face.
you're our DPR druid. This is crazy.
Alright, you are going to have to step forward if you want to do that, or to... Yeah, you're going to have to step forward.
Step forward, yeah, I can step there.
Beautiful. Alright.
And then I'll make it a disadvantage because it's a ranged attack.
Yeah, it's going to be
Okay.
disadvantage.
Okay, so we'll just roll. 1, 2, we'll roll. Choose the lowest. Okay, I got an 8 plus 4 equals 12.
12 is the magic number.
Oh, is it? Sweet. So that does 5 plus 2 damage, radiant damage.
Okay.
So that's a 7 radiant.
That is more than enough with the fire and the flame. He's also taken out incredibly quickly.
So I just step up and just shotgun him to the face kind of thing.
That is
Radiant.
crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty
Great
nutty.
choice.
Yeah, I knew this build was going to be amazing. I just didn't know how amazing.
Sorry.
No,
Don't
we
be
love
sorry,
it.
It's fucking epic, dude. Just means I'll have to
I'll
make
tone
things.
it down next time.
No.
Let's take
All
a
right.
look at the battlefield a little bit. What's it look like in terms of the debris and the corpse and the smell and the charred and the how bad is it out here?
I was just going to get there, Caleb. So if you just patient for more than a second. So it's now this bandit's turn, and he realizes that there is just a whole bunch of shenanigans going off to his side. He looks over, and suddenly there are just 3 of his friends, one of them covered from frost from head to shoulder, another one sort of just scorched with arcane residue just kind of flickering off him. The guy next to him kind of backing up, and he can see just his mate's jaw just kind of flopping there, and he's hesitant and kind of stepping back weakly. He's like, "Oh, Captain, this ain't right. I'm out of here." And he just turns and runs for it.
Opportunity attack.
No, mate, he disengages, obviously.
Ah.
The captain's
Damn
like,
it.
You know, fucking ferocious there. Opportunity attack.
He's moving.
No prisoners.
Ogre him.
"This ain't ogre till I say it's ogre."
Hey.
Yeah. Inspiration for the DM,
Inspiration
thank
to
you.
DM.
Thank you. The captain, however, is like, "Oh, that's it. You just get what you pay for these days."
It is half ogre though,
All right.
because it's a
whatever.
half ogre and it's half ogre.
Is it half ogre? Yeah. D inspiration for the wizard.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
Negative.
He takes a
I'm
hit
kidding.
point dice from you.
Yeah, 1d4 psychic damage. Okay.
Oh, that's quarter of my health.
The captain raises his sword above his head, stares at you, Barnabas, and he says, "Parlay."
Wait.
What does that mean? Are you challenging me to a duel? Are you giving up? You'll have to be more.
He smirks and just kind of rubs his eye patch. No. I'm surrendering.
Well, quite right. You shouldn't have gone down this path to begin with. Now look what
You were
you've
right.
done.
You were right. Right.
This-
I'm never so proud to not admit when I was wrong. Okay.
And for your discretions, I think you should be fined. Don't you think you know?
Fine.
Fine.
You know,
We're
but
part of
say
the
that.
Flaming
Let it
Fist,
be.
after all.
What are the commoners doing? Are they still running past going, kill it?
Flaming fist.
That's what we said before. I showed you my badge, and you were still Out for blood.
All right then. How does this finding process work then?
Eno, how does this finding process work?
Well, I look him up and down.
Maybe Caleb. Caleb!
What does he
Meanwhile-
look like he has on him?
Meanwhile, these patrons of the pub are still trying to push through the door, and they're like, "Hey, let us at him! He's a scumbag, Eltrell invaders!
I'll hold him. I'll
What?
be holding back.
You let us at him! He's not invading, bloody." And most of them are actually just too intoxicated to even get past Eno.
Does he look like a wealthy pirate? Like, what's his deal?
He takes pride in his appearance at least. He's got a decent sort of nautical looking vest. He's got clean shoes. His beard is trimmed and oiled. He has a decent, nice eye patch. He's got all his teeth, which is probably the most.
No gold teeth.
No gold teeth or anything. The most notable thing. So either he hasn't been in the business long, or he's very good at what he does.
Caleb, come here and explain the fining business to the
Hearing this,
surrendered.
I come sauntering down, and also now trying to push my way through a bunch of the drunks at the door.
Settle down, lads.
Yeah, they let you pass. One of them just kind of pops a squat.
I just sort of squeeze through, sort of out sideways, and come outside and take a couple steps out. Suddenly surrounded by carnage.
Yeah.
Looking back and forth, I see one of the frost charred ones. I say, oh my god, you out here! I sort of look down and sort of look at his face. It's that it's sort of frosted. There's death. I just go, oh my god, what did you do? As I turn in one side, I look back and there's more corpses on the other side. Oh my god! This is a mess. I was just gonna chase them off with some patrons. What have you done?
They
Can I
came
see
at
if,
us with swords, Caleb.
Can I see if his reaction's genuine?
Melts his
Because
face with frost.
Yeah, do we believe this reaction?
Is this a performance check?
No, it's legit. Yeah, he's
Alright.
squeamish under the
All right, you guys can roll inside if you want,
wrecked corpses.
but I mean, seems pretty
5.
genuine.
mine's not too bad.
Can't
Well,
see the outside.
13.
I'm just chilling inside.
Davos is still firing spells through the window.
I'll roll to vomit right now. I don't care.
Constitution
It's
saving throw.
Yeah, roll a con save.
I think that's pretty good. 14.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you managed to hold your drink.
I do a bit of the like the sick in the mouth, but I get like the bit of the swallow.
With the dry heave.
No, not even a dry heave.
And
It's,
I sort of like push like one body over, so I roll the face down, so I don't have to look at it. Cover a couple of those up. I just turn to the captain and say, "I'm so sorry about that. That is atrocious."
No, Caleb, you misunderstand. He came at us with swords, with intent to do this to us.
We're not finding anyone. We will just go home. We get the information. You guys leave. Somebody clean this off the street.
Well, they're on the establishments.
I take one more look at the corpse and go, "Ugh," and I just walk back inside.
They're not dead yet.
They're still moving.
I mean, some of them are.
Okay. Well, oh yeah.
says the insane ranger who's just like, they're not dead yet, are they? Meanwhile, you just see scorches and frostburn and just everything in between.
He would have auto failed the ice knife debris. It's got shredded.
Yeah.
I think I've misunderstood a little bit about Caleb. It's not the interesting.
Eno's very quiet in regards to this. He's never seen Callum back down from a fight like this before, especially from what he's heard.
Thinking back to Eno's escapades with Caleb, he's only ever really been in basic sword combat, he realizes. Never magical explosions and corpses being.
Yeah, I guess like magical like death is kind of like seeing a war where there's like explode people like cut in half and that sort of thing, as opposed to like it's a different effect, I guess.
Yeah, it's not just red jelly. It's
Yeah.
a little bit more.
Used to like a stab wound and somebody's bleeding out of it, whereas this person's like their face is just frostbite, maybe a nose has fallen up, who knows.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right then.
Well,
if
it
that's the
sounds
case,
like you're
we'll
free to
just-
go.
Yeah, no.
Do
Look,
you need medical assistance for your
No, look.
ruffians?
no, plenty more where that came from. Look, they just don't get paid. Simple as that. Look, that's fine. I will. Like you said, I should have listened. You have residence over this establishment tonight. I will deal with my business on another evening.
Well, I think your business is concluded, is what we're trying to say.
I think you're. Well, I mean, that's not what you said earlier. You said tonight you were here.
That was when I was trying to persuade you to leave peacefully. You've crossed that bound. This is your fine. Tarina is off the hook.
Well, you see, if you're going to enforce that fine, that will mean that you will be here absolutely every day, every night. Is that something you're willing to uphold?
Well,
Has-
you'll
is
never
she-
know.
Has she got you on her personal payroll? Because as far as I know, she can't afford it.
We
If
may
she
not
was-
be here, but the flaming fist will be present.
Right, because they're
I'll
so
go walk away.
reliable. Yeah, at
Just say
this
that,
start,
it's
he's just going to be walking away. He's like, oh yeah, because they're so reliable. All right, toodaloo.
Eno's walking outside to spare the dying on each of the guys, see if they're still conscious, and just check if they're alright.
Most of them are dead.
Yeah.
One dude walking away, you just see him like holding his jaw. He's gonna need some serious dentistry.
Okay,
but
I
yeah,
healing words that dude. Just
only about half the guys who arrived walking away from that battle.
okay. I turn around and examine Clank and Schooner. Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. How are you two looking? Do you have any wounds or
Oh
issues?
no,
that
we're perfectly fine, dear. Thank you. You're all right, ain't you, Clank? And just pats him on the back, and you see the arcane shield that Barnabas had put on him just kind of flare a little bit, and then it begins to sorry, had put on him. Flares a little bit, begins to fade though.
Okay, I'll
been
summon
some
that
time.
magic and then just start turning it into a mending spell, and
Okay.
just start healing his steel frame if I can.
He's not damaged.
Isn't he?
No.
Can
Oh,
I
okay.
hear him? Can I hear Eno out the window?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna poke my head out the window, kind of and just look like his way. All right, Eno, I need you in here. So I may have shut up some windows.
Coming
I
later
need-
today, and
I need you to like repair it. I can't afford it.
do you have all the pieces, or are they inside? Oh my god, is this ice or is this glass? And I just like walk around and start crushing things. Ah shit. I scoop up as much as I can with my shield, and then just start doing the most intricate puzzle I've ever done in my life.
Shut
Piece
it.
by piece, just joining the dots. And
That
seeing
will
what I can do.
that will literally take you hours,
Yeah,
like if not days.
probably yeah, because of the
I mean, some of it,
Okay.
like the initial, that shooting star spell probably melted a few pieces. So unless you can unmelt it, and yeah,
Oh, I don't know.
it's a replacement job realistically, if we're being honest. Meanwhile, a couple of the patrons kind of grumbly sit down, and they're like, "Oh, we'll get him one day." Yeah. Just mumbling and grumbling to themselves. Alan kind of pops around and taps you on the shoulder, Barnabas.
Oh, yes.
Sorry, I didn't realize how serious you were about that whole situation.
It's
here's my
quite all
thanks.
right. Your employees were very helpful.
Yes. I don't usually have to deal with such a force, such a large bundle of uncouths. But here, take this as compensation and drinks for you and all your friends, or on me for the rest of the night.
Fantastic. Sounds. Well, that's very, very kind of you.
Hands you 10 gold pieces.
Wait, does Dorina hear
Fantastic.
that upstairs?
Don't know. And with that, we're going to do a quick bathroom break. I know it's quite early, but whenever I stream, I drink a lot of fluid to keep my voice capable, and it just is going right through me. So we're going to do a quick bathroom run. It will not be 10 minutes, despite my break timer saying 10 minutes. We shall return very shortly. Bye for now. All right. Thank you everyone for waiting. Welcome back. We now move to upstairs as a few people, a few of the party members go and check on Tarina and claim their reward. So
Eno
who
will
is
linger
who's doing what?
downstairs.
Caleb is going to stay at the bench, just drinking something and trying to forget the scene he's just seen.
Oh,
Shaky
Alcohol's the
drinking
best way to
habits.
do that. You're right. Go.
it's a memory loss drug.
Is it like Jim Carrey with like the blue pen saying it's red? Just trying to get it to your mouth.
So just Tavos and I go upstairs.
Yeah, I
I
guess,
guess
so.
so.
As we're going upstairs, I'm like, Tavos, you, that was impressive. So I saw the arcane energies flying through the window, and
Well, I finally got a handle on it. My teeth just drilled it into me, but I was looking at the stars and it just clicked. If you know what I mean.
perhaps we're seeing different stars now, and that's helping. We did travel a long way.
Yes, but I did travel a bit further, and we still got a ways to go after this.
Well, we'll see. Tarina,
Hey?
how are you going with our winnings?
Your winnings are my winnings. They're our winnings, friend. But to answer your question, good as always.
The ruffians that were disturbing you have been dealt with.
Ah, really?
We have upheld our end of the deal. Now you've got some information for us.
That is true. So hang on, just you killed Deadeye.
No. We fought him and his lads, and then he surrendered and went on his way with his tail between his legs.
Okay. I don't believe you, but
Well, go look outside the window. You'll see the corpses on the. Eno is probably dragging them to the corners now.
I mean, I
I
did
shot
hear a kerfuffle. But if you insist, and she just gets up, walks into
Go see it,
the
a fucking
walks into the Ember. You're not there, Caleb.
I know.
Walks into the room
She
and
sees Caleb crying outside.
just peers down, and yeah, lo and behold, a mixture of glass, ice, and bodies. All right, all right. Sorry, just kind of surprising, but yeah. Why don't you gentlemen come in here and we'll have a little of a conversation.
We go into the side room. Haha.
Could I get an idea of how much money she had in her winning pot there, just by a quick glance?
Roll a quick perception check.
Yeah. That's a 12.
I mean, last time you were there, I think you saw, some decent stacks. She had a few piles
400
of.
gold, isn't it?
Yeah, not quite, mate. Nice try. She had at least 100 gold last time, so she's definitely doubled, if not tripled that
Oh, great.
in the short while. She's obviously won some.
So we might have 20 to 30 gold coming our way. Wait,
Won some
no,
consistent
60.
hands.
30 to 60.
Hey, no,
Math.
your calculations are just as good as mine. Yeah. Anyway.
Not a mathemagician.
What is it exactly Zodge said I would tell you?
Tavos?
Right. So you would give us some information on the whereabouts of a cult that's been. They were killing people, weren't they? Like sacrificing.
I believe there was something to do with sacrifices, yes.
Yep.
Basically, yes.
Yep. Seems like you've pretty much on the par then. Alright, well. So, pretty much, you're gonna need to travel about several blocks northwest of here. You're gonna find a bathhouse, public bathhouse. There's a beautiful walled garden and sort of these frolicking nymphs and such carved into the front gates. These cultists, they call themselves the followers of the Dead Three. There's supposedly 3 different gods that are dead, and they've kind of teamed up to bring these evil gods back through various nefarious acts. And, well, from my intel, and from my own eyes, you can trust me, I've definitely seen members of these cults coming and going from that bathhouse, and I'm told that there's a secret door that leads down into the dungeon below. I'm 100% sure that that's where they're hiding. So if that's what Zodge's asked you to do, I would recommend you go and clear that out before you report back to him.
Right. And what's the name of this bathhouse, or are they just not named in the city?
Well, that one, is totally named The Thing.
The thing.
Yeah, you know, the Thing bathhouse. That is called...
The Lonely Willow. That's what.
Sure.
I don't know. What
yeah.
a bathhouse name is.
I don't know, Lonely Willow sounds like a really nice place to chill, actually. Sure, Lonely Willow, it's canon. So, I've done my end of the deal. It's a pleasure doing business with you. And she...
anything else you can... Numbers, that sort of thing? Well, surely you have more information.
Oh, look, there's a mix of them, and they're a weird bunch. I mean,
should we
look.
do you think, are they a peaceful? I mean, like, they're sacrificing, but are they armed? Are they dangerous? Should we
friend,
go back?
Honestly, they are ruthless.
Do you think it's something that we're capable of handling ourselves, or should we get Zodge to bring in more troops?
I think your answer is out on the front step, my friend. You're more than capable. If that was
so we
really
can expect
you.
a similar degree of difficulty than the ruffians that were following you.
She just kind of looks at you, kind of confused, and she's like, yeah, totally. Yep.
Good. Now about that 20% of your winnings.
Oh, right, yeah. Mm-hmm. What about it?
Well, I'll take that now as well, because we've done you the
Oh.
job.
Yeah, okay. Sure. I'm a woman of my word.
Looked like
the
you
most
had 200 to 300 gold on the table there.
You reckon? I
Rough.
don't usually count until the end of the night.
Oh, we can
so-
go out there and count it now. Tavos, perhaps you could help me with this.
All right, let's go investigate this. Okay.
All right, yeah, you guys saunter on out. I'm just trying to fix some fiddling with the stream a little bit. Yeah, so you guys saunter on out, and you realize that she has some healthy gold pieces. She's actually got kind of a private stack on the one of the seats beside her. There's about 150 there. She's got another sort of 200 that she's been playing with on the table. So, yeah, you're looking at about 350 altogether, so she goes, what did we say, 20%?
60 gold, 65, 70.
Let's make it
70,
70.
70 gold is with the...
Let's make it 75. You boys were quick on the, draw.
Everybody's being so generous today, Tavos. We should
Well,
kill
are
pirates more often.
I haven't got anything, and I shot most of them.
Well, we can split it up between us. I'm perfectly fine with that. Here, 35 for you. Oh,
Well,
no, and
yes.
I 37 for you. 38 for you. That's fine. Don't worry.
38 for me? Alright, I'll take that.
Have I done that right?
I slid it into my...
Yeah, 38 for you and 37 for me.
Alright, chaps. Well, you know where to find me. Usually around here. And, well, I guess I can hang out here just a little longer, thanks to you guys.
Yeah, do be careful though. You never know. He may just come back with more people tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh. In that case, I'll deal with them myself.
Right, so we'll be bidding you a lovely afternoon, and I bow my way out as I go back downstairs.
Right. Good evening and good night. Okay.
It's
I
afternoon,
don't know.
right?
Don't know why I split that with you. You've got all the gold right now.
It's gone into the evening. You guys probably rocked up. I think you guys got released around midday-ish, so you made your way here. It's probably early afternoon when you got there. It was been a few hours, so the sun's setting now, and yeah, it's getting on in time.
I would have paid any damages that we made to the tavern. Just the windows.
Yeah,
so maybe a
Alan's
gold
just
piece
kind of
for
looked at it all and he's gone, oh, look, I already kind of paid your friend out a little bit. Let's just not worry about it. Alright, let's just call it even.
Fair enough, friend. Well, thank you for treating us to the Elfsong Tavern.
Always. I mean, really, just the cost of upkeep these days. You know, new windows, all that sort of stuff.
No worries. If you ever need more tables or chairs repaired, I'm more than happy to come around and help.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. All right, what would you guys like to do now?
Right.
I guess we'll go sit down at the table that Caleb's crying at.
So, yeah, go in the
I'm
corner.
not crying. It's just been an emotional day.
I have viscera in my eye.
I think I've got frost in my eyes from the outside battle.
Oi, but let's be honest, you weren't even there. I knew who I was shooting at.
Wasn't there. I was standing there looking at the travesty you all created.
Caleb,
Oh,
I had
good
no
job.
idea you were so sensitive to the realities of this world.
No. I'm not sensitive. I've seen lots of death before. I killed my first man when I was 5. I've lived on the street my whole life. Obviously I've seen powerful magics before. It's just I don't like what you've been doing was just disgusting. I didn't like it.
Can I check to see if that's actually true?
I wasn't even going to bother.
Yeah,
You want to check if he was telling the truth about murdering a man when he was
mean-
5 years old?
No, you gotta admit. Up until now, Eno's believed everything he said. Now he's just like,
You're
oh,
like
oh.
Jay and
Oh.
what are the guys from In Between Us?
Oh, yeah.
just believing all of Jay's stories.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
yeah.
This guy helped me. Like, he literally got me out of the streets, and yeah. It's like a 21, 20, 19, something like that. I don't know.
You're
19.
You're probably starting to suspect that not everything that comes out of Caleb's mouth is
Or truth.
That's
is the
canon.
real truth.
Mm. I asked the bartender if he has anything stronger. This man has never seen strong magic before. Do you have anything that might be able to make him relax?
I've seen plenty of strong magic, stronger than what you can do.
He looks relaxed enough to me, Sonny.
Are you sure about that?
Look,
Okay.
not everybody reacts to the drink the way that you might. For For some people, it heats up their blood. For other people, it cools it down. For your friend here, I think it's exacerbating things.
Oh God, he's
Uh,
an emotional drinker.
Right.
By a martyr, you have chosen a wise one indeed. And I just, I go over
I'm
and
an-
I just
I
start
made so
comforting
many
him.
good friends here tonight. I'm gonna miss you all.
With a look
I
of
love you.
with a look of concern on my face, I tap my finger, squeeze it, and then just touch your coat, and it gets warmer. It's a comforting warmth.
Ah, I'm on fire.
Like you've been just smothered in a blanket.
Come on,
Alright.
Eno. Let's get out of here. It's time for us
Fairly
to
numb.
leave.
Are you able
Well-
to
well-
walk, or are you just like?
But where are you going?
Do we have a lead?
We do. There's a bathhouse that
Okay. Yeah.
we believe Tarina has told us where the cult is going to be could be
Oh,
found.
I don't think he's sober enough.
I don't
kidding
think. Have you been drinking, Caleb?
Bathhouse sounds good.
Such a
cultists-
drunken whimper as well. Just
cultist
How drunk does he look,
situation, I'm
Jared?
not quite
Like-
sure
Is that a
Is he
rooster?
swaying
Did I just
or-
hear a rooster?
yeah. Suddenly it's dawn.
Yeah. Medieval village soundtrack.
Hang on,
And
we got
Anyway,
in.
shall
there
we
we go.
onward? Eno, do you know the way to this bathhouse?
I believe so. Do I know the way, Jared?
I mean, we know the way you.
Yeah.
I mean, oh yeah, you live here. That's right. Sorry.
Well,
I don't know
were there
where.
many? Yeah.
From
You guys
the
haven't said the name.
from the description that you guys were given and the name sort of rings a bell. You guys feel confident that you'll be able to find it. I mean, you can ask people along the way. You know, it's a few blocks north of where you are, so it shouldn't be something too difficult.
Right. But I'm not sure I want to take this stubborn mess into combat. One of the cabin.
As I walk outside, I like step like. Are there any corpses left? I should ask.
There's 3 or
Yeah,
4.
there are-
Yeah, I
they're
just
up there.
like. I avert them. There's like a blood stain. I just step over it. I'm like. "Ugh."
Oh, but before we go, do any of you know of anything about the Big Three? That is apparently what these cultists follow.
Oh yeah. Hey Jared, can I roll a religion check? Because I studied in a temple. My character did.
Yeah.
Same.
Or like
Um,
history.
Eno was looting the corpses before, but we'll do that later. Can I also roll for this since they're including me in the conversation?
What did Eno find?
Oh, sure.
I don't know.
I don't know shit.
I don't know shit. That's a natural 1 for the religion.
I got a 19. Tavo.
Hey, Tavos, MVP.
As far as I know, the big 3 could just be the news companies that are going out of business. They are just over their heads and trying to get more funds, so they are.
Yeah. It's kind of like the whole defense against the dark arts sort of thing. It's something that you don't really want to learn too much about, but you kind of need to. You guys are taught that there are 3 evil gods responsible for guiding or misguiding rather the acts of weak souls and those easily corrupted. Bane being one of them. He usually bullies and otherwise charms people into doing various acts for him with the promise of power and everything. He is usually seen as like the leader in these circles. Baal is a god of murder who usually convinces his patrons, his followers to murder in his name. But that's only the half of it. He encourages them to create suspicion, paranoia, and a fear that festers, and that fear is what he feeds off of. So it's not just It's not just the act of murder, but the way that people are killed. So the more gruesome the murder, the better, in his opinion. And Merkel, the last of the dead three, or supposedly dead, the cultists who follow him seek knowledge, power, and fealty from those who are dead. He is known as the Lord of Bones, and he claims influence over corpses and souls, sometimes bringing souls of creatures into the physical realm and binding them to objects to do his bidding.
So, like, God of the Necromancers.
God of Hexblade, I like it.
So, Bane, god of tyranny and power, Baal, god of murder, fear, and brutality, and Merkel, the god of death and necromancy. There you go.
What a lovely bunch.
Yeah, real cool
How
dudes.
do they?
It does sound like we're going to run into some more trouble, if we do this.
More trouble. They sound like they're ready to kill.
If we move quickly, then I'll still have some of my defenses up.
How long do your defenses last?
Well, we did that for probably another half hour, perhaps.
Half an hour?
You wish to attack them in midday. It did not work for our.
You're right. You're right.
not-
Maybe we just
not
just
midday.
do a scout. We don't want to rush in. You're right.
It's not midday.
It's like dusk, isn't it?
It's dinner time.
Oh,
Okay.
dinner time.
I'm
How's-
slowly guiding Callum down the street just so that he stays on the one thing and just picking him up every now and then.
Caleb's funny. He's actually sobered up quite a bit since he's left the body area.
Speaking of bodies, what did you find, Eno?
Well, Jared, I haven't rolled yet for investigation on those 4 or 5 bodies, but what did I find outside?
Yeah, roll investigation for me, real lickety quick.
Natural 20, which is a 21.
You son of a bee.
All the things.
Yeah, basically, if you want a long sword or short sword, these boys have got some decent gear.
Sweet. Can I strip them of all their weapons?
Yeah, sure.
And if they have anything like rings or small trinkets, I'll just pick them up as well.
Roll 46 for me.
46. Da, da, da.
24.
Close. 17?
You find 17 silver pieces on their persons.
Sweet. 17. Oh, no, that's platinum. Never mind. Take that back out.
Excuse
That's
you.
right.
Cool. Yeah, do I grab any of the... How do I go, like, 4 or 5 longswords or something?
I mean, there's only 4 of them there. So, there's 2 long swords, 2 short swords.
2 longswords, 2 short swords. Alright.
Not bad, not bad.
Oh,
Just go. Sweet, I'll add that. Did not find much. These guys are skin and bone pretty much, except for their armor, which is shredded, by the way. Nice work in regards to that spell, but at the same time, it is fucked. I can't even use this. It is shredded. These swords, they took most of the blow. This one's still a bit cold to the touch, but apart from that, it's rusted to shite, but I can use it at least to make something new.
Right. Why is everyone complaining? Alright, I drove them back, and now you're all...
You did great, Tavos. Nobody is complaining. I think you did fantastic.
And saying, I shredded the armor. Of course I did. How do you think I penetrate the ribs inside?
Look, I'm just saying, as a blacksmith's point of mind, it is horrible to see that and just imagining repairing it. You'll have to
We'll
start
ask
from
them to take off their armor next time. How about that?
You know, that might be a good idea, because if we can do that, at least we avoid half the fight.
So the bathhouse. Are we there?
Oh, yeah. I turned to
Just
what is it
placing
called?
your tokens in now.
The sappy willow, the white swallow.
The lonely willow. Thank you very much.
Oh, what a sad name for a bathhouse. Why are they calling it the Lonely Willow?
Because it was.
Well,
a
it is.
spirit
It's a sad place, right?
Oh.
Literally the top of this map. Like for those of you who can see on stream. Actually, you can't because I don't have the overlap. Now you can. It's literally called Bathhouse.
Wow, really? Just bathhouse.
Yeah.
Bathhouse, the bathhouse.
If you, you guys don't look at the stream if you don't want spoilers. Cool. So you guys should be seeing it now. Did I put you on the map? Did I drag you there?
Yes,
Top middle
yes.
of the map. Pop you there.
Jawohl.
Yeah. You guys arrive out the front of the bathhouse.
And Tarina said that there was a secret door around the back in the basement. I think she mentioned where it was.
There's a secret door somewhere.
Somewhere.
Cool.
Yeah.
Does
So
this
there's
place
a
look open
yeah.
for
So
business?
around the back of the building, there is a you don't know whether it's she said it's not accessible from the outside.
Cool. So I
Does
think
it-
we just do this as a scouting trip, don't you?
Well, put it this way. There could be 30 people inside. Do you just want to walk in like we did with the house?
Well, I think we just walk in like we're. Otherwise, I mean, do we think?
Jared,
would be
do I
a
know
lead.
if there's any clothing stores around here that might still be open?
Not at this time, though.
Damn.
Well, I guess we just go on in. Let's see what the layout is like. We can always just say or we could go there and say this is a raid. We're the Flaming Fist. Take us to your secret door now.
I think
Okay.
it's a bit
Well,
smarter if we do
yeah.
just go in and, I don't know, take off our clothes, go have
It's
a
a-
bath.
No, I don't
Yeah.
like the sound of that at all.
I
So
like
you
that.
guys,
Perfect way to get in.
you guys arrive to this one-story plastered building with stained glass windows and simple clay roof tiles. There's a walled-off section around the outside, about 10 foot high, that encloses this large courtyard. That's a pleasant-looking garden. You hear fountains and stuff. Sort of running inside, and a whole bunch of bushels and sort of benches and stuff. You wouldn't quite call it a garden, but it's a pretty nice place, and you can sort of see through the wrought iron fence where you guys are.
I think we should just take off our clothes and go in. Or take them off when we're in. That's probably smarter.
Yeah, you just see steam and rising out through gaps in the roof, and smoke coming out the top from wherever the heating system is. Yeah, they seem to be running full speed in the evening.
Is there any birds, any chirping, anything around us that might appear sus or quiet?
It's pretty quiet. So you notice that the courtyard is kind of L-shaped. There is a sort of very nicely trimmed lawn and manicured shrubbery. As you look inside, the only sort of sound that comes from the courtyard there is just the trickle of water from the fountains. Each one looks like takes the form of a smiling nymph tipping a jug that spills water into the stone basin below.
I smile happily and go, I like this place. It's too bad it's occupied. I walk up, and is there a bell that you can pull or tap on the gate?
I mean, the gate's unlocked. It's open a little bit.
Well,
Lead the way, no.
look,
Well, come
this
on,
is
my
the
friends.
this is the middle of the night.
It's
not the
not
middle of the night.
the night. It's the
Oh,
It's
they'd have
dinner
it.
time. It's just
Oh, they'd
after
have-
dinner time.
I'm sure they'd have evening facilities?
All right, let's ask.
I
Yeah.
walk in, and if I can, I'll just tap on the door. Just
Yeah,
hello.
I don't know why I can't reveal. Did I have to reveal that? For some reason.
No, we can see inside now that we've stepped in.
Yeah, I removed the barrier. I don't know why you couldn't just see straight in there.
Ah.
Anyway, yeah, so now you see this beautiful courtyard, and you notice that the entrance is around the side of the building up here.
Okay, so over here.
Up here.
Ah, yeah, yeah. I'm approaching the door and just tapping lightly on the side of it.
Yeah, you notice a poster on the right-hand wall there that says hours, dawn until midnight,
What time is it now?
Not midnight.
just after dinner time.
Do it.
Well, come on, my friends. Let us head in and see if we can get a squeeze. You, Callum, you, the leak of that.
No,
tap.
we're not asking for a squiz in a bathhouse. It's entirely inappropriate.
Why
That
not?
doesn't sound like it would go down very well, you know. They'll think
No.
that we're here to peep on people.
Most
I-
dwarven culture bathe together. It does not matter.
I don't think that's the problem, Eno.
A
I-
squiz means peep.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
No, mixed bathing. God, what is wrong with you? And if I can, I'll walk in. Or
Yeah.
is it locked?
No, yeah, you stride on in, and
Animal popping
this-
after him.
this warm, aromatic, steamy dampness hits you, and you notice there's a whole bunch of people just, well, let's be perfectly honest, men, for the most part, just bathing in these large pools, set into the floor, very Roman bathhouse style.
Definitely
But
use empties.
I'm keeping a good eye out for anything that looks like, you know, classic like bookcase that looks like it could move, and like just looking for the like classic Scooby-Doo secret entrances.
Yeah, what are they?
well,
Just
you notice, yeah, you notice a door there and a door there. Apart from that, nobody pays you too much mind. Even though you guys kind of come in all armored and stuff like that. Somebody does hear you come in, and a woman steps out and kind of greets you all. Evening, gentlemen.
Perfect timing.
Care to bathe your day's work away? Your worries and sore muscles can be eased here.
My dear, that is precisely why we have come.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Personally, I'm just here for a bit of a steam. I may not submerge myself. I quite like to stay in my clothes and really let it all seep in.
Oh, it
Yes.
can't possibly seep in. Look, what you might need, my dear, is a massage. Could I interest you in a massage?
You know what? You could probably twist my ankle.
All right.
She probably could.
I have one of my most experienced massage therapists.
A well-known Avernian reference.
Yeah.
You wouldn't understand.
I can't say I'm familiar with.
You could probably
That
sprain
realm.
my. Nice.
Well, just down there, I have one of my most experienced ladies on this evening.
I was going to say dick, but I didn't, okay? It was strange.
You could probably twist my dick.
Plus,
Well, I
makes
mean, you
sense.
said it anyway, so good job.
Yeah, I was just talking about your strength score, but okay.
Oh, that's great.
I'm just gonna lean into the group and say, okay, what's the plan? Because we don't have a clear one. I am getting this massage.
Alright. I was thinking about sitting on that bench back out there. I can see the stars and the night sky. It's quite nice.
Would you give us, before we settle in on a service, would you give us a quick tour? Is that something you would be happy to do?
A tour. My dear, there's not much to see. Pretty much what you can see here is what you get.
Well, there are doors all over the place.
I mean, we have 2 private massage rooms, but other than that, there's nothing
Take me
nothing
there.
else to see.
Do it.
Yeah, just through
Gents,
here.
I'll
You'll
meet up with you later. Wonderful.
Yeah. You'll just meet up with our massage therapist in there, Habaz. They will
Habaz.
take care of you. Mm.
They, he refers to himself as they. Wonderful.
They sure do.
Am I going north or south?
South.
Are there any private bath areas without the other services involved? Just
Not particularly. We run a small but effective place here. We do have some of the most sophisticated plumbing in the city, so your baths will never run cool. But yeah, you just spend as much time as you like here. We just note down when you come in, and you pay when you leave. It's pretty straightforward.
By the fire clock himself, hot water. I love this place, and I just start getting naked in the corner and getting ready.
Yeah, you realize that there's not even like changing rooms. There's no like towel etiquette or anything. It's
Doesn't
pretty
bother
much as she goes.
I think I'll have a sit outside. Just everything's a bit hot for my head in here. I'll sit over here. It's fine.
Oh, before you go, and I toss him, I hand him a short sword and a long sword. I do not know which one you used before. This might be better than that stick that you're using outside.
I look at the lady. I'm like, sorry.
It's all right, dear. Not everyone can handle the heat.
Thank you, Eno. Thank you. I'll just be kind of like covering and sit on the bench.
All right. You and Tavas step back out into the cool night air, and it's this just absolutely refreshing kiss of cool night air as it kind of hits you, and you realize the little bit of sweat and moisture that was clinging to your clothes, cooling you down even quicker. But you don't. You just kind of get a little bit of a chill. And a shiver, but it's not enough to make anything about this evening uncomfortable. You then just sit out in the bench, the two of you, and yeah.
No more
Meanwhile-
uncomfortable than seeing Eno running naked away into a bath.
And you get to see his beautiful blue fairy butt. Lucky you.
I don't even know if you can see it. It's like a rag of hair at the moment.
It's just one massive dreadlocked.
Yeah, like a
All
shaved bug.
Caleb, as you kind of rap on the door, a soft, androgynous
Already entered
voice kind of greets you and welcomes you in. Please.
Hello. I just bring the door shut behind me.
She just kind of, just kind of folds their hands in front and kindly bows. I am Habaz, and I would love to release any tension or provide any kind of relaxation that you need. I am well trained in various forms of physical therapy and stress release.
Wonderful.
Would
Have
you
you been
care
for long, Taz?
I've been here for some time, yes.
Wonderful. I'm hoping you can help me relax my mind a little bit. I take my robe off and sort of place it to the ground, and so you can just see me sort of standing there in plate metal.
Mhm. They, as you do so, they kind of expect you to be completely derobing. So just out of courtesy, they turn and you see them just put a little kettle on a small burner and pull out a stick of incense and light it in the burner and kind of wave it around, and a lovely sort of aromatic incense begins to fill the room, and immediately kind of you begin to feel a little at ease.
Great.
Well,
Hey, Baz,
Yeah.
I must admit, I'm here not so much for the physical as the spiritual. I'm here looking for something. I believe this establishment is more than what it seems.
oh? And what might lead you to feel that way? And they kind of gesture to the table. It's just got a simple towel on it. And even though you haven't fully derobed, they kind of just indicate maybe you should just take a lie down.
On the table. Okay, I lie down. I'm still in my armor right now. Then
That's all right. That's all right. If you don't mind, I can perhaps, if you don't mind me working on your head, I can
Please.
loosen
Please do.
your neck muscles. Just for the sake of clarity, I'm hoping you're lying face up, face
Yep.
down, however you want to be, but
I'm
face
thinking
up's
face
probably
up in
comfortable.
armor. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and they start off very slowly, fingers through the hair, working around the neck, just kind of pinching and working in some folds. So yeah, what?
There's no folds. I'm perfectly. I'm the picture of youth and vitality.
You gotta let me give you a massage sometime, Fitz. My dad's a massage therapist, so I know what I'm doing. So, yeah.
I don't know.
yeah. They ask you, so what would lead you to suspect such a thing?
You know, it's the funniest thing. I feel for the longest time I've been missing something, and just tonight I was taking a stroll, and 3 black crows descended from overhead, swirling about me, and I followed those crows, mesmerized by their presence, and they brought me here. I've been searching for
That
something,
is ominous.
some excitement. I don't know what. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to find here, but I knew this was the right place. I knew this. I can contribute something here.
Well, it's funny that
Do you want a deception?
no.
Wonderful.
Do you ask her?
Well, they want a deception.
Oh well, that doesn't seem so troubling. That you look for a message and you've been given it. I couldn't help but notice you're somewhat a man of the cloth.
I've dabbled.
Dabbled enough to know signs when you see them, it seems.
Dabbled enough as well to know that that is not a life for me. I'm looking for something more.
Well, Mr.
Caleb.
Caleb,
Caleb time.
Mr. Time, it seems like you have in fact come to the right place. I wish I could tell you more, but all I know is that I've been given strict orders to never hang around here after dark. I simply work my shift, and when it's done, I'm expected to go home. So I can only imagine that there is some kind of shady business that goes on here after hours.
I see. Well, I wouldn't want to be involved in anything shady, but perhaps I will wait around and see.
Well, I can only hope that you don't find yourself in too much trouble. I wouldn't wish that upon anyone, but seeing as you were sent here, or it would seem, I felt like sharing is what I needed to do, and that's simply where I stand on the matter.
Wonderful. No, I really do need the head massage. I've seen some shit tonight.
Oh well. In that case, just take some deep breaths, and let's just work that out for you. And
Caleb breathed in and
Wham!
Yeah.
that is one of those little chiropractic. Whatcha!
He just Al rotates his head 180 degrees, so he's
Yeah.
face down.
And
Don't
with
worry,
that,
you won't feel a thing.
and with that, we just kind of scan over Eno, I guess. Camera pans across the water pool, and we just see like these. Yeah, we just see these toes like kind of come out from the other end of the pool, and then through the steam is Eno just kind of. I imagine you've just got broad-chested and just leaning on the side. You got your elbows up.
Yep, footsies in the air, just sticking them.
Yeah, and just letting it all just soak right up into your fur, and it is absolutely wonderful.
You smell a kettle boiling in the corner with all the oil that's coming off my body from the chainmail.
Jesus Christ. Come, I need my bath skimmed. No, yeah, in fact, like, as you step in, you displace a little water they just weren't quite expecting. But, yeah, you sit there, you enjoy it, and you just hear a couple of people just soft conversations around you. It's very relaxing. Everybody seems to be just really pleasant here.
I try and listen
yeah.
in on anything that might be clicks, cracks, or
All right, roll a
mechanical
perception check.
shifting.
Roll a perception check.
Okay, 19 plus 3, I think.
Okay.
22.
I'm sure you guys know, like when you have a bath and you like submerge your head under the water, you can pretty much hear like every boom or any kind of footsteps that happen in the house around you. So you just dip your head underwater and you just listen out and you hear a couple of footsteps on wooden floorboards, and then you hear like deep down below the building somewhere there are other clangs and other goings on. Sort of you hear the clink 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 of chains moving around, and it's very faint. It's not too discernible exactly what's going on, but you know something else is happening, and it's not in this building.
Well, I continue to enjoy myself with a bit of... I'm going to rename Sacred Flame to Light Grenade or Light Flare, just so that it sounds better and just
You
have
mean
that
solar
buzzing.
flare?
Nah, it's not that powerful. Just like Light
Just
Grenade.
ruin
or something.
everyone's night.
And just flicking it through the air like a wisp, like one dancing light that's just flicking in and out, and just popping bubbles as they go.
Okay.
So yeah.
Cool.
I do not know how much this costs, but it is worth at least 5 gold. And just my eyes cross as Nemo detaches himself from me. Even with that, it looked like a belt that was still connected, and you see him just blowing bubbles in the corner and just scanning around.
Amazing.
I would hate to have to
Wait,
clean
he
the
was
bath
a
after you.
he was a belt, right?
Yeah.
I imagine he just like looks like an eel or a snake, just kind of like swimming around, and there's just this like wavy little
So
thing.
if,
like,
if
swimming
someone
around.
comes around, he's just gonna aim for underneath my legs, and they're gonna look down and go, oh, and then just walk on.
Amazing. Okay.
Just a third block.
Outside, we join. I was about to say Turfus, Tarvos, and Barnabas.
How long do people usually attend these? Do you think they're doing what we're supposed to be doing? Tarvos, maybe you should go in and be sure.
Well, I'm going to be honest, I'm not quite certain because I would normally bathe in a river, so it's quite new to me. And also, it's quite steamy in there. It's not like...
Yeah, I'm not a. Maybe if they had a private area, not my thing.
I don't mind the whole getting naked, but also you gotta think about where the attack go out of all these pages.
Exactly, and I'll start walking around and just looking carefully at the walls and moving some shrubbery aside if that's there. Just having a gaze around this place.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stand here and attempt to take a short rest. If these guys are gonna be in the bathhouse for so long.
Okay.
Oh,
Barnabas,
yeah, I could
just
do
a
that
casual
too.
investigation check then.
Yeah, I'll do that as well.
We're just gonna kind of sit there and like knit.
Yeah, as you guys sit there, just some idle chit chat. You swear you hear a voice go, "Ah, shit!" And there's a splash from a fountain in the corner.
Which fan? Which direction? Should we go investigate that?
What does Barnabas
Yes,
look like when he hears that?
Yeah, I think immediately it's just like, oh god.
Alright, so we both go down.
Yes. No, let's go have a look.
As you guys kind of pace forward, you see sort of like this dripping form. You don't see what it belongs to, but you see these footprints in the grass and this dampness that suddenly kind of shakes off like a dog, and this like slick shimmer that's kind of like revealing this chameleon-like creature, breaking its invisibility, and it looks up at you and goes, clumsy, so clumsy.
Judd, are you following us?
Following? No, I just think we're headed in the same direction at the same time.
All right. Could you turn out of your invisibility, or would you like me to cast a spell that makes you not invisible?
Well, you're a bit of a hostile one, aren't you? Is he a friend of yours, Barnabas?
You'll have to understand we've had hostile experiences with creatures of your ilk.
I was nice
Okay.
to you at first, but
Perhaps you'll appreciate this form. And you just see, again, this kind of like of mist and brimstone and a whiff of sulfur as he shifts into the form of a ferret. And then just not wanting to walk on all fours because it's kind of like he is a bipedal creature. He then just like stands up on his hind legs and then just kind of proudly like waddles. And he's just like,
Yes. Well,
So-
that is a
so-
lot cuter. I'll give you that, Judd.
oh, don't give me that. Don't give me that cute nonsense.
What do
I
you?
don't do
what
it
do you-
because
what
it's
do you-
cute. I do it because it's convenient.
You say that we're heading in the same direction. What's your business here?
Oh. Private.
Don't lie to me, Judd.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just not gonna tell you.
Oh,
I don't want to lie to my friend.
well, give me a hint. See if we can guess.
Oh, I like games. Sorry, we haven't officially met. And he hops up on the bench next to you, Tarvas, and extends a little clawed paw.
I just hold out like with 2 fingers and do like a little kind of thing. He's got such a small hand.
My name is Judd.
Right. Hello, Judd. I've met one like you before. Not a
Really?
good experience.
I'm sorry about that. My brothers and sisters, we're a competitive bunch.
Well, this one was mighty competitive.
Anyway, sure. So, you want to play a game?
You were about to give us a clue.
You a clue. Okay. Let's say my business is... something to do with watching.
Gross, Judd.
Just trust me. I would
Good.
do the work anyway. The bathhouse is just a convenient backdrop.
Right. So maybe he's watching us or watching someone else.
Watching us or watching the big 3 situation. I'll look for his reaction.
Big 3?
Barnabas, if you know much about the planes and stuff, you'd find that's not really his like purview.
Oh,
It's not his area of expertise.
I don't have many areas of expertise, to be honest.
Because gods and demons and stuff are on different levels, and it's all quite complicated.
Yeah.
I'll give you a book on it.
Bureaucracy
Oh.
is not my thing.
I see. Well, if you're not here for that, then you must be here to either perv on the happenings in the room next door, or you're watching us.
You're kind of half right on both the courts.
So you're watching us, and it's a happy coincidence that you can also perv on what's happening next door.
Let's just say yes.
As a pervert, Judd, you'd know the layout of this establishment, wouldn't you?
I know what I need to know.
We hear there is a secret door. Did you know that?
A secret door. I can't say I've seen a secret door.
Could you find it? If you tried?
I mean,
No, he couldn't find it if he tried, Tavos. I don't know why I'm trying.
I could
You're
probably.
right.
I could be convinced.
Well, it's more that you need to convince us that you're capable. I mean, we're probably going to find it on our own. Maybe
He's
we'll
only
even...
a
Well,
lesser demon.
Then I'll just
Oh,
be
he's
on
only
my
a
way.
lesser demon? Judge, I thought you were at least greater.
Oh no. Let's be perfectly clear here, okay? I am an ambitious imp. Okay? I work. Well, you could call me an imp. You could call me a quasi. I take very many forms. I am right now playing what we like to call in the business the long con. So while my competitive brothers and sisters are looking to get as many small-time deals as they can, I'm hoping to get that big, sweet, juicy score at the end of a run. You know what I'm saying? I mean, why work hard and why hustle day in and day out when you just meet the right people and you learn to network and you just let it all come to you, baby.
Alright. Well, we've dealt with them before. So, what would you be requiring to find a secret door?
Hmm. You guys seem like pretty straight up dudes. Unfortunately, I feel like this is not in my employer's best interest. So,
Mitch?
you'd have to make me an offer.
Well, but the issue is, I am going to be frank, I'm not 100% on what demons want. Like,
What
one
do
wanted
we
food,
want?
one wanted this, one wanted that.
Oh, that old play. Yeah, that's bargaining 101. Deals and such. Why don't you do me a favor?
What kind of favor, Judge?
You look like responsible men who can keep track of goods.
Yes.
Well, why don't you hold on to something for me? Take care of it, protect it, and when I come to retrieve it, as long as you've still got it, I'll be satisfied.
How long would we have to hold on to it for?
Oh, not long. Couple of days. I just need a place to stash something.
What is
And-
it, Judge?
Oh, it's a coin. But it's a very rare special coin. Not something you're gonna see in the city. From a very far away place.
And why is it not safe on your person?
It's not that it's not safe, it's just... Well, I'd rather it weren't on my person, and I don't trust leaving it anywhere that I can't be sure of its safety.
Do I believe that him, or is there more to this? Is it like gonna
Well,
Going
there's always
inside.
gonna be more to it.
spy on us? Yeah, but
Sir.
like, is it? I don't know.
He has grenades in his pocket, dude. I'd be questioning.
Natural 20 for a total of 20.
Nice.
That's something he's not telling you.
The whole story, Judge.
Well, that depends. How badly do you need to find the secret door?
I think we'll find it without you, Judge.
Oh,
We
well.
just... It would be quicker, and
Okay, your luck. And he kind of, you see him shimmer and shake, and he kind of suddenly shrinks down, and from his fur sprout black feathers, another puff of sulphurous smell from his form, and he is now a raven. And cocks an eye to one side, and you see this reddish glimmer in his eye as it catches a nearby lamp. He says, I'll be seeing ya. Just gives you a wink, and flies up into the night.
A lisping crow. Sorry, I can't see the jaw doing that.
So that is the demon that blew up the house that we were robbing.
Oh, that's why it happened. Oh,
Hmm.
makes sense. But what's it? He does seem like his kindred. He's very raven-shaped.
He also mentioned that in contracts with demons, names are a big deal.
That's good to know.
Hmm. So there could be hope for us yet.
Well, it could be, because I've got quite a few. I'm not going to lie.
Alright, and with that, we'll assume that an hour has passed, and everybody can gain the benefit of a short rest.
Gain 1 hit point.
Plus massage bonus, right?
Yeah, you can have a d6 temporary hit points.
Wait, what?
3.
You know you can as well.
Oh, okay.
So it just goes under temp 3, and then I just know I've got that 3.
Yeah, so whenever you lose hit points, you lose those 3 first. And that will
Right.
last until your next long rest, if you don't
Wonderful.
suffer damage.
Don't ask, don't get, boys.
I choose to get 9 against an elf back.
It's exactly how inspiration works.
Did we spend 6 hours here?
Oh, quick question.
You spend
you said that
1 hour.
this place closes up at evening. So
I
when
said
is
midnight.
midnight?
It closes at
No,
midnight.
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 There's
Okay.
probably time to go for dinner as well. In
Yeah.
fact, at what time I come stretching out of the parlor? Oh,
I think I
Five
just
minutes.
broke the stream. I may have just broken the stream. Give me 2 seconds.
No, it's not opening.
No, it's not.
It won't in the next 3 seconds.
Oh, yeah, it's not.
Working. And we're back. Sorry, guys. Just took a minute to. Yeah, there we go.
Rizmia Dolphins 1235 want to become famous? Buy followers, primes, videos, and views on bigfollows.com.
Yep. Thanks. I hope you followed.
lol.
Deakus. What's going on? And BGO Steve. Thanks for the follows, guys. Sean, if you're still watching, I really appreciate that, my dude. You are fantastic. And BGO Steve, not sure who you are, but I thank you deeply as well. Alright. Back into things. You guys reconnect at some
yep, outside in the
sometime later.
Eno's brushed his beard. His fur looks magnanimous. And yeah, he looks fresher than he has in the last week or 3 days that you've seen him. And the last bit of hair he just shakes out as he's putting on his chainmail coat, coming out with his pack at his hips, and just that slight dog shake, and just gets the rest of it out.
Nice. Alright.
Well, I feel relaxed, and as it is, I've also got some information for you.
As do I.
Well, you go first, Eno.
Well, and I just look around the clearing, seeing my 8 foot. Do I do a surveillance check and just see if there's anyone hanging around?
You don't see anyone.
Cool. Well, this place is definitely a bathhouse. You can definitely hear the water curling and curdling around, but at the same time, it There's a lot of booming and echoing and what sounds like chains beneath.
Alright, so they have a torture chamber.
I think
Sounds
it's
about
more
right.
extensive than that. I think we have quite a distance to go for this trip. It sounded deep and far off.
So I can turn into a bird. What should I? Actually, no, I
Turn
can't.
into a bird?
Not yet. No, sorry. That's later druids.
You probably can. You just walk on the ground like a strut.
No. But I can turn into a spider.
So what is it? How did your massage go, Callum? You seem to have a good glow around you.
Yeah, it was fine. They treated me very well.
Okay. Does he have a hint of sadness around him, Jared?
Oh, no, don't ask me.
A hint of sadness. There's always a hint of sadness.
Are you okay, Caleb?
So,
I think it is actually Are You Okay Day today.
That's why I said it.
Yeah. Just a community announcement. If you're not okay, call a friend. Reach
Yeah.
out.
Are you okay,
You're
chat?
not alone. Yeah. If you're not okay, chat, let us know. You don't have to publicly let us know in the comments. Then that'd be. I mean, if you feel like it, you're more than welcome to share. You're more than welcome to reach out. Yeah, I hope to build a community here, and we accept everybody, and we also accept that everything isn't always peachy. Sometimes life is difficult. Sometimes it's hard. Life gets you down, and there are so many people out there who love you, cherish you, and support you. You just gotta make sure you stay in touch with them. So, with that community announcement, how do you guys want to proceed?
Eno, tell me, what did you find?
Well, I submerged
he already
myself
told you.
and cleaned myself, and while I was in the water, the sound carried and allowed me to hear far. We have a big room underneath us.
A hidden chamber. And I was told by the masseuse?
Oh, I'm not sure what the gender neutral pronoun for
Massage
therapist. Yeah.
The therapist told me that come midnight, they're all told not to be around. There is some sort of a gathering. I say we go out for dinner, and we return at midnight. I know a great place that does barbecue.
Great. That
Sounds
sounds
good.
divine.
Alright, let's go off.
Quick question.
Maybe
before we
Caleb's
go.
going to take us finally somewhere nice, Tavos.
So you went into the room on the left when you entered the joint. Did anyone go into the one on the right?
I don't know. I was in the one to the left.
No, we stayed in the hallway. It's not really our scene.
Maybe that is where it is. We should come back. We shall check.
That's the idea. So we come back, finish the mission.
I've got some feedback, but the background music is quite loud, Jared.
Thank you. Should be far more reasonable.
I just turned mine down as well, actually. Cool. Thanks for that, Hecky.
Yeah, thank you for your feedback. Really, really appreciate it.
So,
Great. So,
we
Kozakuran barbecue?
because of what about you?
Kozakuran barbecue. It sort of sits you all around, and you actually cook the meat yourself. It's great. You're gonna love
But
it.
it's real. It's real. It's not rat or it's not street meat like the orphans were so fond of.
The highest quality meat you can find, imported from all across the land.
You said that last time as well.
Well, it doesn't seem that high quality if we've got to cook
Trust me, you're going to love it.
it.
No, they've got places like that in Waterdeep as well, Tarbos, where it's part of the atmosphere that you cook it yourself. They bring you high quality food, and then you do the cooking. It's part of the fun.
So I come in and they pay me to do their job. For
No,
them?
we still pay them for the food, and then we cook it on a stove in front of us of sorts.
Oh, But then they pay us afterwards for cooking it.
It's a
No.
social experience. You sit round, you cook together. It's fun. Come try it.
I'm quite dubious, but okay, because it's a new cultural thing. Let's go.
And yeah, sure, I'll lead them towards Kozakuran Barbecue, which is, of course, a well-known establishment in the city. It's just outside. It's not in the upper city. It's sort of just in the. It's off. I know you choose a gate, Jared. It's off one of the gates, and it's just sort of on the exterior. So it's a popular spot. People do from the upper city pop outside the gate and visit it. It's the nicest area you can sort of be when you're not actually in the upper city. And yeah,
Okay.
let's do it.
Beautiful.
Kozakuran Barbecue.
Basically, Korean barbecue. No, nothing like that.
No. What are you talking about?
It's a Korean barbecue.
Does anyone have a passive perception of like 15?
I have a passive perception of 10.
Mr. Game Master, I can see all your pictures you're looking at.
I know. I'm very aware of
Okay,
my
just checking.
totally. Thank you, but I'm totally aware of my 100% professional and well-produced Dungeons and Dragons stream. Thank you very much.
Great.
Anyway, so yeah,
Ro-
whoever's got the highest perception, you're gonna see a belt kind of slither off and become part of the back coat at the end, and you're gonna see an eye shift around and just like Venom symbiote kind of thing, just trail off the corner and onto the coat.
Hmm.
And yeah,
Wait,
that's
so
Nemo.
Wait, so who does have the highest perception other than, you know?
Don't you? Your wisdom, right?
Yeah, mine's only 14 though.
Okay, I'll say it's 14 in that you spot that.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm mightily disappointed, that you still have that thing climbing on you. What is it? Is it going to eat all our spare scraps or something? I
Why,
told
do
you,
you
it's a
have any?
monster. No. Okay, how
But
many pairs of shoes has it eaten through?
technically none. This thing's cleaner than a cat that I know down in the orphanage. It ate rats and pigeons. Speaking of that, and I just kind of fire a sacred flame, a light flare up in the distance, and you see a little tiny pigeon or seagull just go and hit the ground in front of us. And I just kind of hold my hand behind my back, and you just hear this slow crunching noise. It's been a while. He seems to be getting hungry. Do not worry, he is friendly. Callum's had him for the last 3 months, and even he slept with him one night. Woke up with 3 shoes, but yeah.
I know, but look, Caleb's a weird one. Look at how he reacted when I just blew some people's faces off. He was all hurling into the gutter and stuff.
Can I hear this conversation?
Oh,
yeah, you're with us.
Yeah.
I'll just do a go.
Yes. Speaking of that, Callum, how much experience have you had with magic?
Lots, much more than most people. I levitated a child when I was younger, so I must have some sort of power myself. I just choose not to use it.
Well, we are about to face cultists who will probably be wielding stronger magic than us in a larger number than us. So, I suggest that if you do not find it proper to be a part of or see, please tell us and we will make sure that you do not see it. I have seen people crack under some of the spells that have flown through the air and changed their minds in an instant.
Can we reach the barbecue place? Jump in or
I'm gonna assume you're right that they're having this conversation already.
Yes, yeah, totally.
Taken to our table now and sitting down. I'll sort of lean in at the table and look. I can handle anything. I've grown up on the streets. I've grown up rougher than any of you can potentially imagine. Sometimes I may over-exaggerate things. I did find the man with the frosty face to be a little confronting. And I am a little horrified that all of you were so casual about it. However, yes. Oh, can I have the Loxodon special? We'll get some turtle eggs with that as well, please.
Oh no! Oh, gross.
They're humanoid races, man.
Surely
I
they're
just
just
got the
named
really-
that, and then they're actually.
Oh, no,
Yeah, it's like going to Itchy and Scratchy World and
Yeah,
getting the
don't
baby
worry.
guts.
It's not
Yeah,
real
just-
Loxodon, and I just.
I know,
you
but just imagine the turtle eggs, just like him spinning into his mouth and no, got it.
No.
So I
Bit of an inside joke there for you guys. Stream.
I can handle magics. I'll be much better prepared next time, and I'll slay a cultist or two. You watch. Many have fallen to this blade, and I bring out my sword on the table. Many a foe have thought they could beat me, but when it comes sword to sword, I've always come out on top. Aren't I right, Eno?
Yes, you have killed quite a few that I've seen, and also taken you on. But just know that
Damn right.
each of us here is probably just as experienced as you, if not more, I think.
I think
Because we
more, probably more.
Not in life experience, though. I've lived a lot.
Especially in life experience. I'm a little
Obviously,
older than
you
you.
are. You're an elf. What are you? 5,000?
No, I'm only 170.
And you, Barnabas, you look like you're about 80, 90.
Oh, no, of course I'm not 80 or 90. You think I would be leaping off balconies at 80 or 90?
You leaped off a balcony?
I leapt off a balcony. The house exploded behind me, Caleb.
Is that what happened? Because no one's
That's
actually
what
thought me
happened.
up yet.
A demon appeared and blew up the house. I leapt off the balcony. I didn't look at the explosion because people tell me that's much cooler.
No, yeah, I see. No, I know. We're all doing stories now. Yeah, no, same. Yeah, this demon appeared before me as I was fleeing the battle site, and I
When you were 5 years old, I bet.
and I drew a harp and I played a magical tune and I sent it back to the hell equivalent in this world. Avernus? I don't know that. I don't know.
To the 9 hells.
Damn right, 9 hells.
The Nine Hells.
But seriously, Barnabas, tell us a little bit more about you as our sort of meat's being delivered. I go, oh look, and I sort of put some on this to sort of sizzle.
Well, I'm Barnabas Blastwind, member of the Watchful Order of Magus and Protectors in Waterdeep, alongside my good friend Sergeant Cromley. We solve crimes and whatnot, and
I'm sort of detective as I'm sort of taking the first
yes, and
part.
then I left Waterdeep and set off an adventure with Tarvos, and that's pretty much everything. That's me.
Oh. Wow, so you might be the right person on the job we've got here, since we have a detective on board. That's wonderful.
Yes.
And Tarvos, how about you? Try
I
this,
am
you know.
part of a.
Those look good.
I'm part of a.
Loxodon ear. Loxodon.
No, go again. I'm part of a scholarly order called the Star Keepers, and they sent me on a mission to travel around from city to city, looking for star charts, and here I am.
Chart, I see you. Well, we're a colourful bunch, really, aren't we?
You'd be surprised what people keep to themselves sometimes, my friend.
Especially this one. Look at him, and he says he's dwarf, but he's obviously some kind of woolly feral thing. As I point to Eno.
Well, yes. Do elaborate on that, Eno. You believe that you were a dwarf.
I take a long swig of my drink and just drain it, which is probably like twice as tall as everyone else, and I just set it down and say, I'm from Old Chinatown. I'm
Old
from
China.
the Underdark itself. Just underneath Arm. underneath Kalimshan itself, it seems even new. But yes, I am part of the Sun Reaver. They are the, what do you call it, the Shadow Knights or the Dusk Knights. And we are the survivors and winners of reclaiming our homeland. I'm a man who was once a dwarf, and I turn to, in Dwarvish, speak to Taufus, and my accent becomes a little bit more roughish. Seems that even you do not even understand which is before you. And then I switch back and yes, due to my fortune that I brought up and making a friend who decided to become a sub-deity, I have been brought back and resurrected, so to speak. I am
To be loving to know that bit of magic.
Well, I think that you already do, my friend. You see, I am already familiar with druids of different types, and the Underdark ones are quite wonderful. A few of them, and I point to the shield and just tap it, are friends of my good fellow Darrell Firecloak, and that name I've mentioned before rings a bell as a fey man who's stepped into celestial origins, kind of like a few people have done in the past but have failed. He's on the verge of becoming sub-god, so to speak, in the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
A minor god.
Yeah, I believe in him. I follow him, and I'm here to repay a debt. And so far, and I scan the room and just look at each of you, it's a wonderful sight to behold, to see a spark in each and every one of you.
Well, I'm hoping that my spark is the spark of Saloon because she is my goddess and I'm following her. No offense to your gland, man, but you know, yours is less to do with the stars, doesn't he?
Well, probably, since we are complete opposite, I think, in setup. I am literally from below ground, and you hail from above high. Just the fact that we have met is even great.
And me and Barnabas just from normal places. Turtle eggs?
Sure, I'll try one.
You have them raw. With a little bit of this sauce on them.
I imagine
Okay.
it's like the 1,000-year-old egg kind of a
Oh
thing that they do
no!
in like the Philippines and Indonesia.
I've had one of those there.
mean
It's
Baldurs?
so
Oh my God.
strong.
It's so bad. So
Yeah.
bad.
Dark grey in
But
color.
look wasn't that bad. I was drunk. At
Oh,
the
it's
time.
bad, dude. You
It was
have a
good
stronger
until I
stomach than
saw
have.
like a little like duck foot, and then I was like, I think I'm
Yeah.
done.
Yeah,
No.
that's it. And yeah, that's the thing, is when you realize that it's not just an egg. It's a little bit
Oh,
more
I knew what I was getting into.
A little bit more
but-
developed than that. Yeah,
Go,
all
you
you...
go off topic. Off
But
topic.
it was pretty
yeah.
tasty though.
I know, we're going off topic. All you philos in the chat, you guys know what's up.
Century egg.
Century egg. Too right. Anyway, we are going off topic. Thanks, Pat. So, yeah, you guys
Have a few
enjoy
more
this. Yeah, you guys enjoy this meal.
hours, isn't it?
For the sake of brevity.
We hang out there longer than they want. They're like, when are they gonna leave?
Yeah, like it's getting to like 9 o'clock.
Another water, please.
You guys are like, yeah, you guys are like still chatting. You're still ordering stuff.
You're gonna have to try one, Barnabas.
They actually like have to like come and like top up the coal in your like tables in your like
Yeah.
barbecue that's in the center of the table.
They put the chairs up on the tables around
yeah,
us.
They start putting chairs up. You realize
Eating long
it's getting
past any of
quiet.
us have got appetite left.
Turn up the music.
Yeah.
Start playing it louder.
Yeah. And yeah, it gets to the stage where it's now probably like 11:30. You know, you hear the 11 o'clock bell ring out in the city. And you guys probably think it's a good time to start walking over back to the bathhouse.
So what's the plan here as we walk over? Are we pretending to be initiates to this big three cult? Are we running in, swords blazing? What do you think?
Well, it is a bathhouse. Maybe we can say that we left something behind earlier. They would have seen us.
Well, what's our mission actually? Are we supposed to just get information? Because we could just go back to the Flaming Fist now.
We
I
are
did
here-
mention that to Tarina,
No.
and she said we were well capable of handling this ourselves, and that Captain.
No, Zod told us to just take care of it, and I think he meant just kill them all and let God sort them out, kind of
Yes,
thing.
this is a man who just wants it off his street.
Well, I think we just need to shut down their operations. So if we can do it without killing them, then we will. But they've been sacrificing people.
I don't think they're in a mood for
Hmm.
talking.
Well,
If it makes you feel any better, Caleb, we can send you in first. You can slice them with your swords, then cover your eyes, and we'll blast them with magic.
Eyes. In fact, I don't think we'll even need the magic. I'll get in there with my two swords. I call them Despair and Final Darkness, as they're well known on the streets of Kalimshan. And
I
I
thought
shall
you called them
cut
Des
a
and Troy.
swath through these cultists.
What were they called again, Caleb?
Despair and Kalimshan.
Eternal-
No, wait.
no, the Eternal Darkness, wasn't it?
Final Darkness or Eternal
Yeah,
Darkness?
Eternal Darkness. Beautiful. We're running with it.
Why don't you call one Eternal and the other one Darkness?
What is
Eno,
Des
can
and
you
Troy?
engrave that?
I can grave anything. I can do
I
it
just-
right
I
now
just
if you
thought
want.
I'm like right
Oh,
now.
but that's probably going to be quite confusing to all the people who know your blades on the street, of course. You'll have to
Chink.
notify them in some way.
Jared, I'm gonna
Probably
perform
there,
it
but-
and do it in Dwarvish ruins to my high standard.
Okay.
I'm going
That's good.
full out. He's naming a blade. I'm so happy. As a
Yeah.
dwarf might just like
What would you just call it? Eternal what?
Eternal
Darkness,
and
Beautiful.
darkness.
cool. You see me just unsheathe the blade and just run my hands across a sacred flame, just etches into the. Metal and just-
Sick.
It just looks like the unholy, the unfurling of Excalibur, but it's rusty, it's well sharpened, and it doesn't look anything magical.
Beautiful. Eternal Darkness. I'm just like.
In Dwarvish, I write sharpstick. No, no, I'm joking. Like or soup. No, I'll put Eternal Darkness on it. And just go.
Right.
Soup with dumplings.
Well,
Oh,
then,
that'd be amazing.
so is the plan to cut our way in, or are we going to play this out a little bit?
Well, do we know what they look like?
I think we can just sneak our way in, see who's there, kill him quickly, and sneak down.
Ooh, if that's the case, I will wait outside because I sound like a metal teapot.
Well, remember they close shop at midnight, so we don't want to go in and kill the massage therapists.
Do you want to go in and just have another? Get ready to have another spa.
I don't know a lot about cults, but I always imagine they go in like big robes. Maybe we could find a few, go sneaking in, knock them out, or potentially magic their faces off, and then we take the robes and we could sneak in.
Okay,
Mm.
well, if that's the case, then no body shots. Or I could mend it, and Barnabas, I think you can get rid of the blood. I think.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful.
Yes, I can clean.
Cool. Then we have our thing. If we find robes, we take them for our own.
Great. So
But
we'll
I just have a question to ask
Yeah,
and a
fine.
favor to all, and I hold up the chain that's around my neck that leads to a steel case. If I happen to fall, take this at least away from me.
Okay.
So it's a strange kind of dog tag.
In a way, yes.
And
Yes, it is. It is my own story, so to speak. And if you can return it to old Shanatar if it comes to it.
I don't know where this old Chinatown is, but we'll do our best.
Tarina said that we were very much capable. If we then we should have no problem dealing with these.
Mate, what did you just say? You just went.
You came
roboto.
through. Yeah, it came through Mr. Roboto there.
What did I say? Tarina said that we would have no trouble dealing with these cultists after she saw what we did to those ruffians.
Well, I am ready.
So I don't think we need to worry about falling. Come on! And I'll walk forward.
I will.
And this time we'll have Caleb helping us, so we'll be even better.
I contributed a tavern full of drunks last time.
I don't think that
and they
made
did.
any help.
Guile and wit, and I didn't even need to draw a sword to stave off those pirates.
And they did diddly squat.
Before we
thus-
go in,
His
Can I
swords are called Eternal Darkness because they never leave their sheath, Tarvos.
can we
I
have a
looked
few
down
more
at
of
them
those
and I'm just
pebbles?
like, damn it.
Perfectly named.
Barnabas burn. Cast fireball.
In Elvish, I turn to Talvis and just ask, do you have any more of those rocks that we could have?
I do, but they only last a little minute or so. So I would need to make them just before. I think it's
I
minute.
also still have some stones to.
Yeah, it's
if
a
you-
minute.
Stay in their sheath, he says. I'm going forward, and I push forward.
I'm gonna don the studded leather armor that was. Oh no, I'm not now. I'll leave it in the bag. I've still got a mage armor going.
What? Oh yeah, 8 hours. I forgot about that thing.
Yeah, until. Oh no, I wouldn't because it's like midnight. So yeah, I will don that.
So, Caleb,
Your
as you
armor
step
is
in
much-
through the gates, you see a cloaked figure standing by the corner, watchful.
Oh shit, he's gone in. Do you mind
I
if I have
approach
some of
the,
those
cloaked
stones?
figure.
Crossbow to the head.
I just sort of look right to left, down at my swords, and then up at him. I followed 3 ravens here.
You see the man sort of his form shimmer, and the blackness of his cloak and his form just like melt into the shadow of the wall behind him, and he disappears.
I turn back to the group and just go. I
Doing
think
good. Go on, go on.
that's an invitation, and I'll just keep wandering up.
No, that is a
Do we not?
trap.
I'll walk up and touch the wall. Is it a real wall or is it a walkthrough?
As you do that, you feel the sharp sting of a blade as it thrusts upwards into your arm.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, so you gotta reach, and the guy's just like.
You take 7 points of piercing damage.
Just
Ow.
an auto hit? My God.
Well, he was invisible, man.
He was
Yeah, but
invisible,
he's
he had
only in action.
advantage.
I thought he
I can-
melded in, like he walked backwards through the wall.
No, he's like
No.
like magically shimmered
Turned
in.
invisible.
Oh, I misunderstood. That's okay.
No? I know my description was vague, but that's what it looked like.
It's okay. Oh,
Right.
Roll for initiative.
yeah, I guess. Yeah, totally.
Oh, so you're
Fuck.
there, so I'd be there.
Draw for that attitude says Barnabas.
Yeah, I'd be right next to Talvis, just after some rocks.
Barnabas.
Alright, let me clean out this initiative tracker.
Oh
real
man, that's half my hit points, Jared.
quick.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't have
Hey.
my.
Hey, we're versing in Nazgul.
Oh my word.
No.
Oh,
It's clearly
man.
called a Nightblade. Thank you very much.
I rolled shit again.
Alright,
I
punch
can't
him,
tell
if,
that.
punch him if you got
Frigates,
him.
frigates.
Oh, we're gonna roll.
Caleb?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. We have to enter them.
Right, yeah.
Initiative.
Hey, 18.
Numbers.
Nice.
I thought for sure, like you said something that he was like, "I understand. Come on in," and he just sort of like walked backwards into the wall and was like,
Nope.
"Follow me in."
19
Nope.
minus 1.
Alright.
Man, I'm gonna die.
I'm up
Tavos.
first.
You guys
Oh,
both
fuck.
see this happen. What do you do?
I have the lower dexterity cord. I would like to turn to Barnabas with my hand outstretched and say, could I please have a rock?
Barnabas.
Sorry, Talvis.
Wait, so am I going first?
I think so. With the
You guys can go. You guys can have your turn at the same time. I don't mind.
Okay. So if he wants to do that, I'm gonna what's it? If he holds out a rock, like a few rocks, can I bonus action them, and
Okay.
then make them stones.
Sure.
Nice.
So you have some magic stones, +4 to hit, and they do 1d6 + 2 damage.
d6 + 2. Okay.
And what can I do?
I just saw you duplicate something, Jared. I didn't like it.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Can I what's it called again? And then to draw my scimitar and shield would be an action, right? Yeah.
Technically,
I'm
to do one or the other would be an action. You get one free action. Oh
Okay,
yeah, you
so-
get one free action, and then
yeah.
it would be an action to draw another one. So yeah, you could do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, so I draw my
Okay.
sword on the free action, shield on the thing, yeah.
Where would you
Yeah,
like to move?
So I'm just gonna move there and kind of shield and scimitar up.
Okay. You know.
Cool. I'm pelting a rock, just straight up.
Okay.
Magical rock. Do you want
Yep.
me to just roll, or because I can do it from here?
Make
It's 1d4, so it's easy.
make
to
a wisdom saving throw for me.
remember. Oh, really?
Yep.
Wow, 10 feet away. That sucks. Okay. Another d20. No, it's a d12. Sorry. Not good. Oh, +5. Okay, 15.
Okay. You sort of see its form shimmer, and you almost begin to see like double or triple of him, but you shake it off and you lock in and you make your throw.
Ah, tricks of the mind. Well, the
What?
original one was a 16 total.
What? 16 total.
Yeah, to hit.
Yep.
Oh,
that'll
to
hit.
hit.
Yeah, 6 damage. So 8.
Nice.
All right. Bam. Hit this guy with a exploding rock for 8 damage. Kapow!
So Mikey
crack
have
rings,
fun. My
a
grin
crack
comes.
rings out across the courtyard. All good. Mr. Nightblade is up next. You see him flip the knife in his hand and backhand take a slash at Caleb. It's a 20 to hit.
Go, you tank, go!
You take 6 points of piercing damage as it just cuts right into
You
your
dastardly
arm.
bastard.
Yeah, cuts right across your shoulder. How do you reply?
My 2 blades come forth from and a double attack.
I'm sorry, how did they come?
Let's all do like subpar sounds for the rest of this battle.
Zip.
Subpar battle
Bang.
sounds.
Kapow.
It's alright, I've just started up
What?
melee skirmish, layer it, 2v2 small fight, battle, heavy armor, sword, hammer, background music.
And
Do
the
your damage.
Minotaur shouted out in rage, "Macaque! Macaque!"
What?
What?
Macaque?
Oh, I thought I said some random things.
What were your 2 hits there, Caleb? We're just gonna ignore that.
A for sure miss and a for sure hit.
Alright, you don't know until you tell me. But if
22 and 9, but
yep, you were right.
with my scimitar,
Alright.
and you
Scimitar?
shall take 6
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah, we pronounce it Skymatar in this campaign. Thank you very much.
Which one hit? Was it Darkness or Eternal?
And the name disappears because it
shit,
was the
that's a
sheep.
great- good point.
And which one's your main hand? Which one's your offhand?
I feel
Eternal
how
would
much-
have to be
feel like-
left and
Alright, there's too many
Okay, but-
questions. Too many
I think
questions.
da-
What
I
was the
think
final
darkness-
damage?
6.
6.
Thank
I
you.
think, yeah. Eternal is the offhand, and Darkness is the on-hand. It hit with the on-hand.
All right, beautiful. Well,
And you're right-handed?
he is sent into eternal darkness as you slash across his form, and his physical body disappears, and there's just this crumple of cloth left behind,
Perfect. Pick it up.
and there's just this like ghostly that is left behind. But that's when you hear the door on its hinges up north, and two more of these chaps step out from inside the bathhouse. These long, waved, crooked daggers being brandished by completely cloaked forms, leather gloves entirely covered in black, as they pace towards you guys.
Oh, moi.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Are they straight into initiative yet?
Yeah, I'm gonna put them both on the same turn. Put him on 17, him on 12. Yeah, he's gonna charge forward with his Kniffy and 17 to hit. Oh, on the money. Yeah,
Is this
Caleb.
to kill him? Okay.
It's another 6 points of piercing damage.
The blood flows freely down my chest. Splip,
Mhm.
splip, splip.
At least you have that massage health.
That's gone.
Barnabas.
Long gone.
What would you like to do?
Barnabas is going to... Oh, only one of them ran forward? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll chuck the other guy on a different turn. Spice it up.
Yeah, I'm going to charge on forward. And... yeah, let's do it. Let's go. Another blade swung. And then I'm going to strike him with a booming blade. Just a short sword slicing across with a crackle of blue lightning going along the blade. And that's going to be a 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Plus 3, so 6 points of slashing damage.
All right.
And the crackle that was on the blade now just wraps around him and is just dancing along his cloak.
Cool. All right, Eno.
Well,
Slash Tarvos.
Oh yeah, because we go at the same time.
Yeah. We'll just say Tarvos
I-
first for the sake of brevity.
Yeah.
For the sake of brevity. Now you got me saying that, Ben.
the
For the
best.
sake of doing it right. Yeah, but that didn't make sense. No, why'd you choose that car? No, for the sake of
For-
brevity.
For the sake of fastness.
Yeah.
I've still got my left hand out if you want to use it, Pat, for one of the magic stones.
He's got his hands full.
Yeah, I got a sword and a shield. So
Okay.
I'm gonna do some quick runsies. Oh, can I squeeze through there? Or is that a?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
Yep, sweet. And I'll take a slash at this shadowy dude.
All right.
Let's see if my scimitar can do anything.
All right.
Just give me time.
Cannon.
It's canon now. Skimmy tail.
No. I
Not
have
this
to make
time.
it for you.
That's not a hit. A 7
Hang
does
on.
not hit.
No. I'm like looking over my tablet and I'm like, oh, it's a 7, right? No.
Yeah.
Sadly not.
Oh well.
That's all right.
That's it.
All right, Eno.
Short and sweet. I'm just chucking another magic stone.
Another one? All right. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Well, I can't use. Alright, so I got a 16 for the throw, but
No.
well, no, it doesn't connect. I hit 2 plus 7 total.
Okay. And you said it was a 16 on your to hit?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a d6 for me.
4 total.
Okay. Barnabas, you get clocked in the back of the head by one of these stones.
Wait, hold on.
Roll for
Oh,
damage.
so mean.
It's already been damaged. He took 4.
I took 4 damage. What was your to hit with that?
16.
16.
my armor class is 18
As
right
you-
now. I don't know if that makes a difference.
Oh well, it was 16 to hit, so it hits you, but obviously bounces off your arcane magical shield.
Thank God.
Yeah, you realize that you were just suddenly confused as to what your initial target was, and you spot the creature kind of like move suddenly forward as if it's right in front of you, and you throw it to where Barnas's location was. But once you've released, you realize that you weren't throwing it at the creature, and it's in fact Barnabas was right there. But you just fell for this illusion for a brief second. Yeah, this other Nightblade charges forward. Its dagger rather, thrusting out towards Calum. That's a 16, so that one's going to miss. You managed to parry this blow with a twang.
parry, catching it in between the two swords.
Mm-hmm.
Say,
And
despair
right.
is upon you. No, wait, shit, what's it called again? Darkness is upon you.
Right.
Eternal dark.
And
No,
it's
actually,
now
I
your
might
turn.
mess up the catchphrase more. Despair, and I'll just go, no, wait, damn it.
All right, what's your turn? How do you reply?
I'm just gonna then bring down and swing back and forth, left to right. The two swords again. So a 12 and a 17.
Both will hit.
Ooh,
12.
low AC,
Wow.
boys.
They're just wearing cloaks,
And
boys.
That'll be only 5 damage.
All right. Total?
So
Total?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. The guy who was first attacking you, or the guy who was second attacking you, the guy who you blocked, or?
Yeah, the guy just blocked.
Okay. Yeah, you catch his blade, push it back, attempt to take a couple of slashes, both of them hitting, but only barely. But you still left a mark. The guy who attacked you previously is going to now kind of pivot around,
I
taking
needed
a step
1
away
damage
from
to my
you.
offhand weapon, FYI.
That
It'd be
sucks.
the lowest I could possibly have done.
That sucks. Steps away and takes a stab at Tarvos for a 15.
Misses.
Misses. All right. He thrusts forward. You just give it a standard block with your shield. There's just this dead thump, this dunk, as it bounces off the front of your shield. Barnabas, what would you like to do?
Spinning on the spot, I'll slash across, this time the blue flame licking the edges of my short sword for a 22 to hit.
Bam.
The one in front of me is going to be 4 damage, and then the one next to him, as the flames leap across him, the sparks going out, 3 damage to the one next to him.
Okay.
So that was 4 to this one and 3 to that one.
I got it. Tarvos, you're up. You've just blocked this guy's blow. You lower your shield as you hear him step back.
Well, I've put myself in predicament. I can only slice back in kind and try hit him
Beautiful.
with my Scimitar.
Scimitar?
Oh, nat 20.
Oh, beautiful.
So
Alright.
that's how much?
How much damage is
That's
that? Did it roll it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a total of
8 plus 6.
14.
Yeah.
14 big boys thrust into him, and you almost like overthrust as you sink in deep. You feel it, just this most satisfying strike. You realize you've hit vitals. There's the crunch and squirm as you kind of pierce between the ribs, and then you kind of almost lose your footing as you thrust forward, because its physical form just disappears, and the rest of its cloak just kind of crumples over your blade in hand. Whatever physical entity was there has now disappeared. What would you like to do?
I'm the only one that's seeing that. I'm the only one that can see that I'm getting affected by this, or in regards
I
to
mean,
the shiftiness.
Yeah, Barnabas doesn't know why you hit him in the back of the head, and neither does he really care. He's focused on the threat in front, I think, for the most part.
Yeah, I think in doing like the spins and dancing type motion, I look at you and just give you like a, what the?
Yeah.
And then keep doing what I'm doing.
I'm sorry, my friend. They are very crafty indeed. I will tell you in a bit. I will shift my position, try and make sure that I'm not behind anyone. Realize that Callum's the shortest, and aim over his head at the third dude.
Alright.
with the third stone. Whoa.
All right, make your attack roll.
Okay. Total of 12 total.
All right, make your saving throw.
14 plus 5.
Okay, you save and you hit.
So this is like all ranged attacks or something.
Yay. 8 damage.
Okay.
6 plus 2.
Yeah, this stone finally landing center detonates and sort of ruptures and just leaves this gaping hole in the cloth in front of it, and then it just kind of blows back like a sheet that's just fallen off a clothesline, and then it crumples to the ground.
Oh shit, I damaged it.
All right, you guys are left in the cool night air. Nothing to show for your efforts except for a couple of open wounds and black cloth discarded and left behind. You each take a moment to catch your breath, and that's where we're going to end the stream for tonight.
Oof.
Yeah.
2 combats, love it.
Beautiful.
I
Yeah.
tap Callum on top of the head and say, next time do not rush in.
Next time, do not throw stones at me.
That was not my fault, I will tell you in a bit. Eventually these things shift as they walk.
That's funny.
Okay.
Awesome.
Fantastic. All right. As always, I cannot thank everybody who is watching enough. You guys are amazing. You guys are wonderful. I really appreciate all the feedback and the just everything, the tips about how the music's too loud, anything that seems little off. Always really appreciate the feedback. We will be back next week, same time, same place.
Good shit, good shit, good shit.
Catch you later.
All right,
Have a great one,
thanks,
guys.
Peace. Bye.